All right, our final speaker is Don Bryant. Don is a native Ohioan. In 1980, Don woke up to the community activism after attending his first rally, the 10th commemoration of the May 4th shootings of Kent State students by the Ohio National Guard. He has joined many peace and social justice campaigns since that time. In 2002, when anti-Muslim bias was rising, Don co-founded the Greater Cleveland Immigrant Support Network. In 2009, co-organized a delegation to Gaza. In 2012, he joined the Global March to Jerusalem to occupied Palestine. Don traveled to occupied Palestine again this year. He is currently board president of Cleveland Peace Action and participates with the Cleveland Palestine advocacy community. Here's Don Bryant.
Good afternoon, thank you. I want to address the murder of two Israeli embassy staffers, Yoren Lashinsky and Sarah Lynn Milgram, in Washington, D.C. yesterday. Cleveland Peace Action condemns this unjustified attack and murders. No one wants to see violence. This is precisely why millions of U.S. Americans called for an end to gun violence in the U.S. and have also called for a ceasefire to end the genocide in Palestine. Why is the state of Ohio serving as a haven for the makers of bombs, drones, and military hardware for the rogue state of Israel? When genocide becomes U.S. policy, the U.S. is beginning to look a lot like Nazi Germany. War profiteers in Ohio are complicit to war crimes committed by Israel and Palestine for the past 19 months and decades before that. Companies like GE Aviation, which produces advanced jet engines and aircraft systems. Onderol Industries Incorporated, that specializes in autonomous systems. Caterpillar Incorporated, that sends weapon-ready D9 bulldozers to Israel. The Ohio Aerospace Institute, TransDigm Group, here in Playhouse Square, which manufactures military aircraft parts, ships to Israel for its genocidal war, and dozens of other complicit Ohio freeloaders. U.S. Army and Air Force civil engineers, like the one stationed at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio, have partnered with Israel Air Force engineers to successfully test airfield repair technologies in apartheid Israel. Wright-Patterson supplies F-15 and F-16 bombers to make Israel's fleet massive and highly specialized, says the National Interest, the online military review source. It's time to get the state of Ohio out of the genocide sheltering service. People across our nation and abroad are calling for an arms embargo on apartheid Israel and an immediate influx of food, water, and medicine into Gaza. Last month, a CBS News poll found that 60% of U.S. Americans said they felt the U.S. should not send arms to Israel. Yesterday, Veterans for Peace and 38 co-sponsoring groups initiated the Vets and Allies Fast for Gaza in New York City and in dozens of other cities around the country. 400 people are fasting across the nation today, many in Ohio. The centralized fasters in New York will all be fasting on 250 calories per day, based on the report by Oxfam that Palestinians in Gaza are being forced to survive on 245 calories per day, some less than that now. Stay informed. To stay informed about the 40-day fast, and please follow service members for ceasefire and Vets and Allies Fast for Gaza on Instagram. Finally, I want to also condemn the fact that two doctors were arrested yesterday in Washington, D.C. These are the co-founders of Doctors Against Genocide, Dr. Nadal Jabour and Dr. Karima Kamerle. These people are only trying to speak up for the voiceless and for the children who are dying and the people who are dying in Gaza. This arrest yesterday by U.S. officials is totally uncalled for, and we demand their release immediately. Pro-human rights for Palestinians is not pro-Hamas. Anti-Israeli is not anti-Semitism. Thank you very much. I also want to recognize we have a family member of people from Gaza that are living in Gaza and have died in Gaza. Thank you, Chance, for being here today and standing up for your family members in Gaza. Thank you all for attending.